to hello everyone. Welcome back to my PC Pro, journey here. So from last week or my last video that I made, we had changed things. We're now making videos every time we finish a chapter instead of every week. So I'm making this video because I just finished chapter 6. It was a pretty long chapter. There weren't a whole lot of labs right until you got to the very end here. You have 2 here, and then you have 4 in a row, 2 in a row, 3, and then you have another one after that. So it was kind of easy in the beginning, and then it got kind of hard and really long towards the end. But I had to try and get this done within 1 week, and I just barely missed my due date, but it's whatever. I also found this what do you want, like this chapter very interesting with the networking and stuff. It's something that I really find interesting. But just some of the things I've done, like for these 3 labs right here, it had us do like a couple simple things, like finding the IP address, as you can see here. So if we were to go into the lab here, like what we do is like we can go to the PowerShell and type in like commands to find the IP address, or you can go into like settings and find it through there and configure it through there. So we were learning through that, and during this lab, or not just the chapter, we learned about like cabling, like topologies, and basically it's the whole thing's networking and just basically all that. So like for this lab, what we do here is go to the bottom right here. You double click this or right click this one, go to Open Network and Internet Settings. You would go to Ethernet. You go to Ethernet and then change adapter settings. Then you click Ethernet, and then you go to details. It tells you everything you need to hear. So the IP 192.168.035. We'd go back and we'd type it in here. I think that says subnet mask. So we go back here and do the other subnet mask. There you go, 255.255.0. It's easy enough, and all that details in there. I was talking about earlier how you would have to configure it. If you were to click on properties here and then click internet, IPv4, this is where you configure it. Like in another lab, you would have to configure it, and you'd have to go in here and put in the certain things. I'm not going to show it because I'm doing it on my Chromebook and it's just hard to operate on this one. But if I was on my regular computer, I would show you guys and do all that stuff. But another lab I'm going to show you is how I talked about again earlier, like using commands and stuff. So here, if you start the lab, it has you go into the PowerShell, as I'll show you here. And then you have to type a command, and then you see this problem here, like it's a troubleshooting lab, and then you have to go out and fix it, and it's quite simple. So as it loads, that's kind of it. So we're basically halfway through. I think we're a little over halfway. I think there's 10 or 12 chapters, or chapters overall. So we're just barely like halfway through the thing right now. So I'm really trying to get this one done, because by the end of this school year, I think I want to get like one more little certification done. Like I was expecting to get this one done a lot faster and stuff, but it is what it is. So with this lab, it has you go down to this window key here, or window button. You right click this one, and when it'll bring up this like menu here, you click on Windows PowerShell, and then you type ipconfig, and then it tells you all this stuff is disconnected and you have to troubleshoot it. So what you're supposed to do here is go back out of the computer, like into the office space, and see what's wrong basically. So as you can see here, I'm looking around and I'm gonna go to the computer, and I see this partial connection. This is my Ethernet cable, so I'm like, oh crap, this needs to be plugged in. All you have to do is plug it back in to the right Ethernet cable, or the right spot on the wall. When that plugs in, I'll go back into the computer, type ipconfig. One sec. I click ipconfig, and now, as you can see, it gives me the IP, the default gateway, and then the IPv6 up top. So yeah, that was kind of my like the chapter, just some examples of it. So I'll make another video when I complete chapter 7.